Hello and welcome everyone to this Agony Flash Tournament finals between Reptilicus the Magnificent and Poccopacs. And I'm here with Agony Duck.
Hello.
Hello. And we are not the professional cool casters
No.
like Prince, but we'll do our best.
So indeed, this is the finals of the Agony Charlemagne Flash number 1, and it's a best of 3. And Reptilicus is playing with Mersha, and Poccopacs is playing as the Emirate of Cordoba. And the rules are 9,000 funds, max force aim, large unit size.
Yes, and that's pretty much it. Do you want to go over Reptilicus' build?
Yeah, he has a strong sword line with, I think, like 4 Tains and 2 Rail Tains and a Rail Companion, and 4 Third Spearmen and 4 Third Slingers.
Get running!
Yes, and to the build of Poccopacs, we can see on both flanks he's got one Berber Genitus per flank and one Berber Raiders
We have
per
sighted
flank.
the enemy!
So some strong light skirmisher cavalry there. And hidden from the view of Reptilicus in the forest we have his main army with, I think that's 4 Andalusian archers, a couple of Berber levy, backed by 4 Andalusian warriors as his main infantry line, and he's also got 3 units of horsemen and his general Umayyad Guard cavalry. So it looks like we're gonna have a couple of skirmishes going on the flanks.
Yeah. He's wasting some of the ammo against the Spearmen. It's a bit maybe wasteful.
Only got 2
But,
kills
I
as
mean,
well.
I think Poccopacs needs to push up at some point, because if he fights in the forest he's bound to lose the game, just because Reptilicus has the better infantry.
You mean he should move his line up a bit?
Yeah, I
So
think
he
he
can
should try to fight in
room
the open,
to-
but
Yeah.
we'll see
So his
what
cavalry
happens.
advantage could weigh in, perhaps. Do you think this is a good use of the skirmish cap? Should he save them to later, or should he try to harass straight away?
I mean, it's,
Since they-
it's okay to start harassing from the get-go, but it's just a matter of what he's targeting.
Get running!
Would he want to go for the cavalry, I think, here, right? Instead of the infantry?
Well, the
Try to
cavalry
get
is
the ammo.
prime target at least, but if he can get some shots into the sword line, that'll do as well.
Run, Cassidy!
Don't say that this shooting at the spears might be a waste.
Yeah. Especially since it's the feared spearman, really cheap spear unit. But the main line of Reptilicus here is looking quite strong. He's moving up quite carefully, though. I guess he
Yeah.
is
He's
kind of
trying
ready.
yeah, he's trying to control the width of the battlefield. And, you know, hold both hills.
Yeah.
So at the moment he
And,
doesn't know exactly where Poccopacs is, so
Or what he has. He has
Yeah.
no idea how the actual army of Poccopacs looks, so you can understand him being cautious here, I'd say.
especially as he still needs to be mindful of the threat of the skirmish cav, which is circling behind him now. But I think he's just gonna attempt to screen them away with the third spearman.
Yeah, looks like he's doing quite a good job at that on the left flank, but Poccopacs is sending all his skirmish cavalry over to the right flank of Reptilicus right now.
I mean, I'd probably take 3 shots at the Tains.
Just go up from the front here, you mean? Like this?
And attack like that, because that's the unshielded side, so...
Yeah.
And there's no ranged units that are quite close enough to stop like, the fire from the skirmish cav.
Yeah. Do you know if the players can actually see us doing that?
I don't know.
Odin!
Would be interesting if they can.
It's possible that they can, but
Doesn't really tell them much, but it might be distracting though, so...
yeah, probably best not to use them.
Yeah, probably. We should do some tests with that. Okay, he's coming in with the Berber Raiders here. Getting some good shots on that cavalry unit. The horseman losing 6 men straight away. Even more now. But he needs to be careful not to get caught here. He wants to use all that ammunition before losing those cavalry units.
Could be that. Well, Reptilicus gave up the chase. Probably the best for him, just because.
It would be hard to catch those raiders in Ginetis, and he would just keep losing cavalry
Yeah.
to those javelins.
You more or
Already
less
lost
need a
15
miss
men.
micro for it to work.
Yeah, he's actually targeting the spears now. I guess he just wants to get some value before actually engaging in the main fight, but I think he could do better.
Yeah, I think so as well. But I don't know if he thinks that he needs free reign for his cavalry. So
Get running!
Here comes the other 2 units.
yeah.
See what he decides to do with those. Left flank's looking calm. Just as I say that though, Reptilicus decides to move forward.
Get moving!
I think it's a sort of a weird call for him to lead with the infantry.
It feels kind of risky, yes. If there would be some cavalry waiting, or for that matter, these 4 archers standing here
Yeah,
waiting.
the archers are gonna get a free shot to begin with.
When they're almost in range now, so the archers should start opening up any second now. And yes, I agree, it's a strange decision. Might lose a few men in these royal thanes in the
Get
center here.
running!
Thanes on the sides. Especially if he decides to retreat now, he would get shot in the back. So
Warriors, move out!
that's a lot of missiles raining down on these guys.
Yeah.
Riders, forward!
Cavalry,
Move it!
raider cavalry is moving in again,
Run!
trying to get at that cavalry.
Yeah, I mean,
But Reptilicus
angle-wise
doing
it
a
looks
good
like it's gonna happen.
this one's probably gonna
Looks like
get
he's
it.
actually trying to target the
spears. Yeah,
Advance at speed!
I guess it would be a good choice as well if he can trust his cavalry winning the cavalry engagement
Quickly now!
without those spears involved.
well, I think he has the stronger cav.
Yeah,
So
and that might be what he's thinking as well. That I've got the stronger cav. If I can kill those spears, I will win the cavalry engagement.
I mean, the problem that he has now is that his main force is in a
The enemy
forest.
has laid an ambush!
Yes.
And
Forward!
if Reptilicus is aggressive
The
enough,
enemy has discovered
he's
our
gonna have a
hidden
hard time
troops!
pulling back to a better position.
He's focus firing that royal thane, but he's not going to be able to fire for that long. He fires one volley and then he pulls back again. That's not enough value out of those archers quite yet.
He's trading some more fire on the first spearmen. And they're dropping, so... Okay, now he pulls back.
Yeah, he's trying to pull back. Will he be able to get back though? Well, he's got quite the distance to the red line still.
Yeah.
Trying to get some... is he charging? No, okay. He pulled back at the last second. That was a nice one.
Yeah, he got some nice
Getting
kills on the
10
Thanes,
Thanes,
on shield
yeah.
side.
And it looks like he will get away from that cavalry as well. Very close.
Yeah, I don't think the cavalry is gonna catch it, just because speed difference is around 20.
Yeah, 100 to... Yeah.
But now,
close
now we
though,
have a
but-
risky moment going on here in the center, because there's no cav around here, and
Cavalry of Poccopacs could have gotten some charges in on those swords, perhaps.
yeah, and I think
But
Reptilicus could
it's
have
quite far
been
away.
even more aggressive here, just because the cav has pulled back
Yeah.
a lot.
The cavalry, the horsemen actually caught the Ginetes a little bit, but in the end they're probably not going to win this.
No,
They're
they're
dying
dropping really fast,
quickly.
so they're basically wasted as a unit now.
Yes. Managed to snag 7 kills, but not cost effective at all for that unit. And that brings the cavalry down to 3 basically for Reptilicus. So he needs to be a bit careful, I guess, with the remaining cav units.
Yeah.
Losing them could be devastating to his infantry line when they choose to engage.
Looks like Poccopacs is actually trying to charge them down now.
Yeah, he does not have that much ammo left on the... no ammo on the raiders and almost none on the Genetis.
The men are
But that
broken
unit
and running for
routed
their
out
lives.
horsemen. So now would probably be a good
Yeah, I
moment to charge them and rout them completely.
think Reptilicus should be attacking the archers now, but I don't know, maybe he doesn't feel too comfortable in his position.
I don't know. He's using his third slingers to fire on those Andalusian archers. Not a single one dropped yet. Oh, there. The first 2 fall. And also getting that speed deficit from the slinger fire. Those horsemen, yeah, they returned, but they got charged in the back. So those Berber Raiders should be able to deal with it. They've got a decent melee attack, but almost no damage or armor. But their charge bonus is actually quite okay.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna win that engagement, clearly.
Yeah. Getting caught slightly by the spears here with his other Genetis unit.
Yeah. I mean, I think Reptilicus needs an early engagement here, but
Yeah. Could probably have pushed the center a bit harder.
yeah, and just
But
make-
right now
make
at
use
least
of
he's
his
got the
slinger
forest
speed
cover.
debuff.
Yeah, precisely, and managed to catch some units there. But at least he's got the cover of the forest now, gonna help against both those archers, who have longer range, if I'm not mistaken, to the fridge slingers, and also against the cavalry of Poccopacs. But that's not gonna matter if he does not manage to get an engagement in that forest. Which will be difficult, especially since the archers of Poccopacs has longer range.
I think Poccopacs is now trying to like push up the other side.
He's spreading his cavalry out as well, ready
Yeah, I
to
think
strike
he's
wherever he's
controlling
got an
the
opening.
other hill now already. It's just a matter of time before he. Well, I mean, he's actually on the hill now as well, so.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good spot here, I'd say. He's got open ground in front of him, slight downhill charge possibility, and Reptilicus would have to move over open terrain against those archers to be able to do anything.
I mean, it's sort of a risky move from Poco to. Oh, okay, he's trying to bait the volleys actually, because those. Well, I mean, the Andalusian warriors have kite shields, so.
Oh yes, so he's
They're
got
up to
a
like
very good
95 missile block chance at the moment from the front.
in the shield wall.
Yep.
That is true. So they would pretty much take no damage.
Yeah. But I mean, the interesting part for Reptilicus would be to like feint infantry attack, and then hope for Poco to pull back, and in that moment just fire slinger fire into their backs.
And manage to catch those units while retreating. Yeah.
Or then just moving on to the flank and shooting into the unshielded side.
Yeah. But as it looks now, I would still give the advantage to Reptilicus, since his infantry is so much stronger, and he's still got quite a few spears to shield his back from the other cavalry units, and he still has cavalry of his own. If he manages to actually force the engagement here, he would be in a quite good spot.
Yeah, you just need to, I think, maybe be a bit more brave.
Probably. He's sending up a horseman unit now. Not sure what he wants to accomplish here. Surely he is not considering a frontal charge, is he? Maybe.
bait, maybe?
Might be. Yeah, he manages to bait forward with the archers at least. And Poccopacs is positioning his spears to the sides as well.
I mean, Poccopacs has a nice envelopment, so it sort of forces Reptilicus into a defensive position, but at the same time, Reptilicus is the attacker, so it's a tricky situation for him.
If you look at this overhead map, you can definitely see the cavalry in a nice circle around him. He is also not in a very good terrain position, Reptilicus, right now. It feels like, because he's standing slightly down a hill, but he's got cavalry to his back, so he's not really controlling the top of the hill. Blackjack trying to give hints, it looks like. So there is no engaging going on. That too close to the red line. I'd say his main army is far enough away from the red line. But anyways, we see Poccopacs moving here. Maybe he will try to take this hill over here. If he can get there, it would be very good, but we can already now see Reptilicus anticipating this move and moving all his infantry to intercept. I guess it could work in Poccopacs' favor as well, since this main infantry line of Reptilicus will now be more out in the open as well, more susceptible to cavalry charges and archer fire. But if he manages to get this hill before Poccopacs, or deny it from Poccopacs, it's arguably worth it.
Yeah, but I think Poco can just push up with his warriors and sort of stop the whole thing. And of course he can always just pull back from the hill while getting some free shots.
You see Reptilicus spreading out more again, trying to control a bit more of the map. And we see some of his horsemen running out here, actually. They're really close to these Berber raiders, but they're still hidden.
But the raiders are out of ammo, so...
Yes. No real risks there.
Poccopacs melee cavalry is now on the wrong flank.
Does he have any ammo left? Not really.
No.
Like one man with a javelin in this far left unit, on Reptilicus' left flank, that is. Otherwise he's out of ammo there. But they still have a decent charge and melee attack, as I said previously, so they can still be useful. If nothing else, they do a great job at controlling space and threatening the back lines of Reptilicus. And we see now a focus-fired attack order with the field slingers on one of these Andalusian archer units. So we'll see a skirmish engagement starting now.
I mean, at the moment I'd say that the positioning favors Reptilicus because Poccopacs didn't really push up the hill.
Yeah. Standing between the hills with the center of his infantry line.
But at the same time, at the moment now, Reptilicus isn't really responding to the small changes.
Reptilicus also has some forest cover here actually for his missile units. I don't think he actually lost a single man in that exchange. Neither did Poccopacs, though.
Warriors, move out!
But I think Reptilicus can start using his slingers to some pretty good effect.
Bit laggy.
It's not too bad for me, just a little bit. See these Berber levy here trying to scare off those slingers, while the archers have opened fire into the main infantry line of Reptilicus. They got their javelins off, killed a few of those feared slingers, and looks like they will be able to get out.
Good use of it. Oh yeah, now Reptilicus is forced
Should
to
probably
go
be.
back, and let's see if Poco targets them.
And he is targeting those things, dropping quite a few of them actually.
Yeah.
And pulling back his archers to stay out of range of the slingers. Another volley of javelins into the slingers here. Those Berbers again scaring them off. Will he get out here though, or will the Thanes catch them?
They'll get out.
Ooh, yeah, they will get out.
Levy are quite
Reacted.
so
Reacted fast enough. Yeah, they got a speed of 38 compared to the 32 of the Thanes. Some flaming missiles into the horsemen now, and they are actually standing here taking it to the back. Only losing one man though, but taking that morale penalty. Not gonna matter though, since it's only 12 seconds and there's no engagement going on right now. Looks like the main infantry engagement is going to happen now.
yeah, looks like it's gonna be a shield wall versus shield wall.
Yes. The defense on these Andalusian warriors exceeding that of the Thanes. But the Thanes, I would say, would be the stronger unit. Good collected volley on the horsemen. No dead so far.
Yeah, I'd say that the engagement favors the Andalusian warriors, but the numbers favor Reptilicus and his Mercia. So
Yeah. We have the fire arrow penalty on all units in that engagement. Centers engaging now as well.
some Berber raiders are
lines as
charging into the free javelin men.
Oh yes, that's a good charge.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Since they haven't used any of their missiles yet.
The enemy is attacking our general!
That was a volley from... What was that? Was that the javelin men themselves
Yeah,
perhaps?
the javelins are thrown
Yeah.
back now.
They haven't actually lost a single man to that charge, the javelin.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I think it's basically because the raiders need to stay in melee for a while to do
Yeah.
damage, and he just sticking for too long.
It looks like the slingers are starting to do some serious damage to the archers of Poccopacs. One unit routing so far. He is flanking around with his
Enemy units have
superior
rallied and returned
infantry
to the battle.
numbers
Yeah.
on both sides. And we haven't really seen much cavalry use out of Poccopacs yet. He's still got these horsemen and even Berber levy all the way out on his right flank.
I think he's waiting for the opening, but I think he's losing the infantry fight though. So
Yes, he is.
at least the Royal Thanes
We have
versus
discovered the enemy's
Andalusian
hidden
warriors
units.
is going badly for him.
And it's going quite fast as well. We have some flaming missiles raining down on the Royal Companions now, the general unit of Reptilicus. Not sure if the flaming missiles is the correct choice there.
Probably not, just due to the high armor. It would be better
I
off
see.
with heavy shot, but
Yeah. The morale debuff is not really necessary there. It looks like the cavalry is going to engage now out on the right flank of Poccopacs. I'm not sure about this. He doesn't manage to get a charge with this unit at all, and he's going to get intercepted by both spears and another cavalry unit. He does have his Berber levy though.
his, that one horseman unit
The
is
men have broken and are
free charge
fleeing!
into the slingers now, I think.
That's good. We have the general here getting a rear charge on the outflanking Thanes. The other flank, we have some field spearmen of Reptilicus routing. Those Berber raiders seem to have done a good job killing 70 men so far. We have another Berber Genitus going on doing hammer and anvil here, or
Yep.
two of them actually. On these Thanes, we have some Thanes here in a shield wall doing nothing as well. The general is gonna try to intercept, but not gonna be able to get it in time. We're gonna see one single man dropping there.
And the Evolution Warriors in the middle routed and came back, so we don't really have clear lines.
And this unit is actually getting outflanked by those Royal Thanes who won in the center here. They just stand there and take it. This horseman unit has been routing some
The men are broken
slingers.
and running for their lives.
Gonna take a full javelin volley now though. Dropping almost 15 men straight away. Gonna take a few more javelins. This right side is working out in the favor of Poccopacs. He managed to get some nice charges in with the cavalry and circling around, charging again. So that flank is actually breaking. If we see his left flank is looking a bit more even, especially with these field spearmen coming in to the back of these Genites and Andalusian warriors.
Yeah, I'd say that the left flank of Reptilicus is losing, but his right is winning.
Yes. He manages to get a horseman unit into the two Andalusian archers there as well.
The men
Yeah,
are
he really
broken and
needs
are
to get rid of the
fleeing.
archers because his slingers are running out of ammo. So
Understood.
But yeah, his left flank is hurting badly. The left flank of Reptilicus, that is. Those javelin men has managed to rack up 75 kills so far, but have spent their ammunition. These horsemen intercepting a charge of these Thanes here that are trying to reinforce this battle. Poccopacs general though is engaged in a static melee here, down to half strength. And in Age of Charlemagne, losing your general is devastating.
especially for Cordoba because you don't have any disciplined units around. So
Exactly, unless you have the
Our men have
Umayyad
given up and
guards,
are running for their lives.
which
at
are
the
not
moment it
currently on
looks
the
like
field.
Nalorix has, I don't know Nalorix, but Reptilicus has like a 900 versus 750 man advantage.
Yes, it does. You got some spears, Berber Levy, into those javelin men though. They could continue into these slingers.
I think the major question for him is whether
I
his
think-
infantry is gonna lose or his general is gonna lose or not.
Yeah,
If his general
needs to be
dies, it's
careful with
over.
that general, especially when he's firing into his own back there. But the numbers I think is a bit misguiding though, since a lot of it is tied up in slingers.
The
that
men are
have no more
broken and running for their
ammunition,
lives.
and some
Yeah.
javelin men.
But I mean the third slingers are gonna be able to.
Warriors, move out.
I think they should be able to beat the Andalusian archers in melee though because of the shield. So that's melee
That might
edge.
be correct.
Get ready.
Looks like the engagement on the right flank is barely going in Poccopacs' favor, while the other flank is going heavily in Reptilicus' favor, I'd say.
Yeah.
Gonna come down to some well-guided archer fire, I think, and who keeps his general alive. We see do have the cavalry advantage to Poccopacs though, and he actually has one unit of Berber raiders who have returned and are just standing out here doing nothing. He is bringing another Berber Genites that have returned back into the fight, gonna clear out those third slingers who returned.
Our men return to the
Reptilicus.
fight.
Now the entire right flank of Poccopacs has broken. We still have 3 Andalusian archers with ammunition remaining on the field though, against the 1 feared slingers.
But I think
Reptilicus,
the key is what the slingers are targeting.
the general.
Yeah.
And he's down to 20 men. This is getting dangerous here. If he falls, the entire Cordoban force will most likely just mass rout.
Yep.
He needs to get units into those slingers, and he is doing that now.
Well, the
Down
slingers
to
are going to be
19
out of
men.
ammo,
But they're out of ammo anyways, yes.
but they're going to be out of the battlefield soon, and I think after that he can work on to the third spearman.
Forward!
Still the flaming arrows
The men have
into
thrown
the
down their
general here.
weapons and are fleeing!
But I think now with no more missiles raining down on the Cordoban general, he should just keep the Umayyad Guard cavalry back and rain missiles on the royal companions of Reptilicus. Still gonna be close though, because the melee advantage is still in the favor of Reptilicus, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Poccopacs has the melee units to win this, just because he's going to be out of ammo, so he needs to do well with the ammo he has left.
And Reptilicus is running into the forest to minimize missile damage. But he is losing quite a few royal companions on the way there.
Yeah, he's being targeted in the rear.
Trying to shield with that feared spearman, getting some flaming missiles in the face. They are wavering, but still hanging in there and
The
wasting
interesting
the
thing is
ammunition.
that those third spearmen who are being flanked
The
are
men
still
are broken
hanging
and
in
running
there,
for their lives!
and they're slowly grinding away at Poccopacs' remaining infantry. So at the moment Poco has the edge in numbers, but not the edge in quality, so I think it's gonna...
Oh, those horsemen routing without being able to get a charge off.
Yeah, I think he got caught in his own whistling shot.
Withdraw!
Oh yes, he did. That's devastating. The
But
minus
they'll be
12
back.
morale there.
So, because
This
Yeah.
Ginit is
Enemy
charging
units
into
have
the
returned to the battle!
spears here,
Head your shields up!
getting countercharged. But those missiles doing some pretty damaging friendly fire there.
yeah, and he's trying to just get rid of their morale, but the problem is that he really should be using his ammo against the heavy units and not the weaker spears.
Yeah. So, as it looks on the battlefield, at first glance, you would most likely definitely give the advantage to Poccopacs, but when you look at the quality of the units left and the amount of ammunition, it is actually quite close. Since these royal companions are still at almost 80 men strength, and we have a royal thanes at 60 and 95 thanes. So the infantry strength is actually quite impressive here for
Yeah.
Reptilicus.
Yeah,
Though,
Reptilicus
and the
needs his
cavalry is...
morale to break, more or less.
But Poccopacs' cavalry is just wavering and routing on its own. They did return now though. Only 16 men left there.
Yeah.
Got a 28 men strong horseman. And he still hasn't noticed his Berber raiders, it seems, over close to the red line.
It could be that he's just saving them for the late game.
It could be that they're still turned to towards the red line, so he hasn't moved them at all. Which, in my experience, at least when I play, suggests that I've forgotten about them. Hopefully he has noticed that these horsemen have actually returned as well. But their morale is very low.
Yeah, I think Reptilicus is resting now, and then he's gonna be pushing forward. Yeah.
Most likely yes, but at the same time it might be that he wants to stay in this.
Well, he can't
Forest.
stay in the forest because
He's the attacker. That is correct. Might be that he's hoping for a rash charge from Poccopacs, since the forest would give him the advantage against the cavalry. Poccopacs not resting for too long. Going to move. And he did notice this unit of Berber Raiders in the back. Reptilicus stating that he can't attack. Reptilicus is attacker though.
Shield wall, now!
Rule state engaging, right? Not moving across half map.
Shield wall, now! Get running! Understood.
And those horsemen not only routed, but they're completely off the field. They broke completely. They're shattered now. Still some ammunition left.
Yeah, well, it just became incredibly boring.
Yes. Well, Reptilicus is the designated attacker, and according to our interpretation of the rules, as we wrote to them here, that means he should force the engagement. Engagement would be, though, if he gets showered by missiles, I guess. But it would be a waste for Poccopacs to fire into the woods. Reptilicus would most likely have the advantage. Basically, no missiles left. These royal companions and Thayan's shield wall, every direction. Little box in the woods. But yeah, the rules are basically to avoid these kinds of situations. Especially since it's a flash tournament, people want it to finish quickly.
As you say. Warriors, move out!
Well, we did say it was a best of 3, right?
Yeah.
Move it!
So, even if he loses here, still got a chance. And I think if he just gets the engagement, he will do quite well. Problem being the cavalry that still remains for Poccopacs. I'm thinking what unit would be the best to lead the charge, and what unit do you want to keep in reserve against the cavalry? Do you want a heavy armored unit to take the brunt of the cavalry charge? So the Royal Companions or the Royal Thanes?
Get your shields up! Put up the
Already
shield
entering
wall!
the shield wall
Put up the
and
shield
gonna
wall!
march forward here. Last few missiles will soon be fired into the backs of the units, I'd say. Should probably be focusing on those Royal Companions. But the Royal Thanes can pick up the
Warriors,
field.
That's what he needs to focus on.
Because if you can't break the
Orders!
morale of these heavy infantry units, they will just march through his weak infantry line. Because these
Get
Andalusian warriors and
ready!
the Berber levy will not be able to hold. Question is though, is it the right move to go into the shield wall here? I was thinking a quick charge might just break these units faster.
Yeah, I'd charge in, but
Warriors
I
on
think he's
me!
just not taking any chances here.
Get ready!
Walk in
Order,
shield wall against shield
understood.
wall.
I'd gush you! Put
The
up the
epic
shield
clash.
wall! Millet!
And those
Forward.
flaming missiles
Yeah, bit
dealing
risky.
quite a lot.
Shield wall, now! Gotcha!
I think he's trying to sort of get a route on
Take
the
them
infantry.
Run!
Yes.
Crush you!
Those Royal Companions losing quite a few men, but now stabilizing against those horsemen.
Stop!
Cavalry is engaged. These Genites actually wavering. And
Yeah,
Illusion
'cause,
warriors
he's
were
doing a
wavering.
mistake
Move
of
out!
shooting the specialized morale breaking ammo into the melee when he's
The
Oh
battle
yes,
is no longer
when
in our
he's
favor.
got the weaker units. That's gonna break his cavalry and his swords. He's general charging in, but
The
not
enemy
having that
general
many
is
men.
dead.
yeah. I think they might.
Oh, he
general's
died.
dead. Yep. I think it's
So
good.
this would probably be Reptilicus's game.
Yeah.
Our archers starting to waver. No real infantry force left, no cavalry. And you see the strength
Army
of
losses
heavy
came
infantry.
in, so
Gatu Wallo! Kill! Kill!
And that is the game. Let's take a look at the stats real quick, and then we'll get into game 2
yeah.
in a moment. Here we see those Berber levies actually cleaning house. 341 kills and 178 on the other.
Yeah, lots of
Because they
slingers.
killed quite a lot of skirmishers, yes. And Illusion Warriors doing okay. This one with 17, I think, got engaged with the Royal Thanes in the center. Archers getting some good shots of cavalry